Let's do Libra. It is very possible that you will achieve greatness in your lifetime. So keep going. Absolutely. I gotta do this. This is for Libra. For everybody that's already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. That means that you're one of my students, family, friends, or one of my original subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to help me grow my channel. Target is like 1,000, and I'm currently like in 599. Please. And then you have body and soul. So this is a full alignment and coming into alignment, possibly lots of changes with, mind, body, and soul, okay? Even though it doesn't say here mind, but I think you're coming into huge alignment. I think there's going to be lots of transformation. I think that you're aligning. I think you're thinking about things very differently and huge changes, all right? And then you have here, pay attention to your health. Yeah, so make sure that you pay attention to your health because it's significant here, and it's, 2 warnings, okay? Handshake, a meeting with a stranger that could be important. So something that's going to be coming into some sort of like agreement, okay? Wish fulfillment, a wish is granted. All right. Let's see. This is for Libra. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's see. And then we have here the green man, the forces of nature favor you. So this is also about, coming into alignment and getting grounded, okay? Possibly like doing some sort of like gardening, I think would help tremendously. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm sort of not in alignment here. Alrighty, so that... I think you're waiting on somebody, or I think you're going to get a message, or, I don't know, some sort of like, I think you're waiting on a message, okay? Mending. There's going to be something that's going to be mended with a message that you're waiting for. There's going to be handshakes, so there's going to be a coming together of an agreement on a wish fulfillment that you have, okay? That's going to be really beneficial. Great. I think you have some sort of like preoccupation, or like, not preoccupation, preocupaciones, like concerns that are significant. And I think you think they're overwhelming, and maybe you're not going to be able to deal with it, but you will, all right? You will. Be mindful of your extremes, maybe your moods are extreme, so check into that. Maybe a grounding would also be good. And then maybe if you're a female, even if you're a male, there's a lot of hormones that, men also go into hormonal imbalance and changes, and people don't acknowledge that, okay? So lots of extremes, maybe hormonal changes, or there's someone that has hormonal changes, or, yeah. You also have fear. Someone's in fear, okay? Possibly in maybe mending this, or something that they're maybe thinking about, okay, and has them very much concerned, if you'll notice there. I had never noticed that, okay? This is also having to do with your solar plexus, so it's about will and power. What I tell you, there's power here. So coming into power, and most definitely using the moon magic and the moon power and your intuition in order to I don't know, in order to, with whatever situation that you're in. You might also have some Pisces in your chart, maybe, I don't know. All right, yeah, there's 3. There's some moon magic that you did just recently with the full moon, and so that's sort of coming. Be mindful that you're not in an envy situation, that you're, this person, if you'll see, she's very well-to-do, but she's still not happy with what she has. So be mindful of not being envious of what you don't have, because that does not allow for good manifestation. But this can also be that people are very much envious of you, okay, because they are in this like very negative energy. So be mindful of that. It might be you, because you're like here, you have like a lot of negative thoughts, so try to release that, okay? This is for Libra. You're gonna have a lot of choices, decisions, and movement. There is a partnership that's coming here, so a higher commitment, possibly with a relationship. This can also be a lot of money, lots of patience, and lots of growth with whatever it is that you're working on. We'll take one more, and then we'll start with our tarot. And then we have here, straddling worlds, wandering between realms. I think you've leveled up spiritually, okay? And I think that it's hard for you to manage. So grounding is going to be very important, as well as mind, body, and soul, and as well as like controlling those emotions, or controlling that maybe you see something or you know something, but in the physical, in the 3D, it's not there, but it will be. So it's about really trying to manage, you know, both worlds, right? A 5D as well as a 3D. Yeah, strength. Know that you're strong, and you're going to be very well, very much stable. You're going to be able to balance and have huge agility. This is also lots of flexibility that is required for you at this time in order to really ground this, and in order to really have huge stability, okay? Some of you might be cleaning out a house or moving, okay? Or yeah, moving. I mean, there's no other. So you're ending a cycle within like a house or a home situation or a property or some sort of apartment, and you're moving towards another one, okay? Yeah, you're leaving that behind. Metamorphosis, and you're also coming into union with someone, okay? So get ready. It's going to be very prosperous for you. Huge. All right. I think you're going to start feeling better. This is for Libra. Somebody's in regret, or you are. Yeah, somebody had to be guarded, or you've gone through a lot, okay? This can also be that you had to really create some sort of boundaries, something that you were not victorious in, or possibly a water sign in which they were not victorious and you were very grounded. They're very regretful about this, okay? That maybe they were very on the defensive, all right? Something that did not create any a victory for this person or you. Some secrets came out. There was a huge epiphany. This is also a leveling up. This is also not following your intuitions and reflecting upon this. So I sort of feel like this is possibly like a water sign that did not have victory and is very regretful about whatever transaction or situation they were in with you. I think I mentioned Pisces, so somebody might have Pisces or might be a water sign, and they're reflecting upon this. I think you've leveled up, and I think you've gone up in, you know, yeah, there's a Pisces here that's involved, that there was no justice. I think you see things in a very different perspective, or this person got a different perspective about whatever went down in terms of, yeah, whatever went down. This thing was not just. It could have also been untrue, okay? Maybe some deception of some sort, or non-truths or not justice, okay? I think somebody drinks a lot, or they're not happy, or they're realizing that this isn't their wish fulfillment, okay? There's some justice that came in having to do with some sort of like no-win situation, or like a huge turmoil. Somebody that wasn't in a leadership role, okay, that was like their position was leadership, but they were not in like a leadership role where they should have been. This is you know, having to do with some sort of work, some sort of income, some sort of stability that ended. All right, it ended some sort of going back and forth or wishy-washiness. I feel like that there has to be, like, this has to do also with a lot of emotion, okay? So maybe like a destabilization or coming and going of emotion, all right? Something that was hidden, having to do with like breaking of a heart, a deception, or a betrayal of some sort. All right, let's keep on going. Yeah, somebody might have ghosted you, or there was no communication, or there was no contact. but I think that this person, I think this has to do with this person. I don't think it has to do with you. I think that this person is gaining clarity and is not confused anymore about what's happened. I think somebody was moving on or moved on because there was some sort of manipulation. And I think that this, you know, sort of propelled somebody to have a huge epiphany about like maybe the injustice that had been doing, okay? There is some truth that came out. This is beautiful. Like there was an epiphany with some truth, or say maybe some sort of like higher, like some sort of message that spirit, like an aha moment, right? That came to this person. I don't think it's you. I think you attracted your love and your kindness, and I think you ended a cycle because this was a very manipulative situation. This can also be like there's a female that's very manipulative, okay, and that could be that. There was a huge destabilization in some sort of foundation, some sort of work, some sort of marriage, some sort of home environment or government agency in terms of like maybe work, okay? But this is probably like a love affair, like something that has to do with an intimate relationship because it's a Two of Cups. It doesn't have to be, but it sort of looks like it. It could also be a partnership at work where you couldn't see the equal give and take, or they were equally, or they were giving more to other people, and you realize that, okay? You're trying to balance things out after like this huge conflict, this huge spat, you know, this huge altercation that ended in the end, where it didn't give any stability to this person, possibly a Taurus. Doesn't have to be. All right. Yeah, this was a huge burden because someone was not independent, and there's like no money. There was some cheating and deception that wasn't a wish fulfillment and wasn't healing. I think that's why you moved away, either you or this person. You know, there was some karma that played out, and I think you're self-loving yourself now and putting yourself first, okay? Or this was like there was some, you know, lots of females involved. Doesn't have to be, and that's what created the destabilization. All right. Yeah, you like cut off all toxicity and you're not accepting any toxic offers. And I think you're healing, or at least can see things clearly. Or this person can see things clearly. If this person had like a third party situation or more than three, right, then they're seeing how toxic that was and how it, you know, like wasn't something that really in the end benefited them or wanted. So they're creating some sort of like defenses or boundaries, okay, after this huge like betrayal. So I think they got betrayed. If they betrayed you, then they got betrayed as well, and they're not happy, okay, with this new beginning that they took, because there isn't a new beginning. I think you're looking into the future, all right, and trying to save up, or this person is looking into the future and trying to save up. Somebody walked away from intimacy or any type of instability having to do with passion or promiscuity, and somebody's waiting. But somebody was very much into their, their ego, okay? And that's why they lied. But there was huge communication coming in, or there's like a huge like message coming in that's very rapidly. This is also very passionate, and there's no more waiting at all, okay? This might also be a venture or a person that might be coming. It might be an offer of love, all right, that somebody that was owed to you or that you were waiting on, all right? And somebody's looking into the future or waiting when to make their first move, okay? I think you've gotten a lot of enlightenment into this, and there's going to be some justice having to do with some sort of family situation or home or property situation that wasn't stable, all right, or there wasn't a new beginning. There was some justice here, but you've been up in your head about it. You are cutting everything that is not just or stable or truthful, all right. Yeah, it looks like there was a lot of partying, or this had to do with some friendships or some sort of like people involved or collaboration that wasn't stable. And it was possibly a lot of drinking, possibly from the past, something that was not going up to a higher commitment. There was some karma that played out. This could be at a work environment or some sort of collaboration, or like architectural or business or work, or like having to do with property, okay, that sort of didn't pan out. It can also be a home environment. It can also be a higher commitment having to do with like marriage or something. I think someone's coming in to offer some sort of partnership and possibly some sort of love offer, as well as possibly an apology, okay? Or they're wanting to, but they're just up in their head and they can't seem to move. So I don't know. Hope this helped. Hope this made sense. If it did, please, please comment below so I can figure out what it is that the message was. Love and light.